Hey, Charles Hoffman here from Plugin Alliance. Today, we'll explore some tips you can use to control dynamics and add color to your mixes. When used effectively, these tricks can help convert a mix that sounds raw and a little too lively into a song that sounds thick, rich, and glued together. You can demo all the products mentioned in this video for 30 days by starting a free Mega Plan trial using the link below. Now, let's dive in.
I wanted to show you guys this cool thing on this Rhodes, another high-end thing. And that's where we're gonna go pretty drastic with the burner over here, the high burner. It's a big, hefty Rhodes with lots of weight to it. I want to kind of counterbalance that and bring out the metallic tines to the Rhodes. So we're gonna crank up a lot of the burner, some of the sizzle, and pull down some of that weight of the low end. I'm gonna use the upper of the low burn type, so the higher frequency, because it's not really subs that I'm trying to get rid of. I'm trying to like get rid of some of the weight, kind of thin it out a little bit, but not like you would thin out with the shelf on the EQ. This is more, more, like I said, more musical. Like these burners aren't drastic. Like this is I don't even know how many dB that is. That's the great thing about this plugin, is that you don't really get values and hertz and bandwidths. You just you learn what the knobs do, and you instinct kind of takes over, and you just feel like it's kind of a more musical approach to mixing, and I really like that. So you can do your surgical stuff with your parametric EQs, but then when you want to like dial in that tone and make it more special, then you come to the oven,
Alright, so we already have a little bit of processing from this plugin going on vocals, but now let's a little bit more magic to it, see what happens.
You did me dirty for the very last time. I'm done cleaning up all of your lies. Called up my girls to ask what I should do to get over you. Carrie told me I could size your ties. Miranda said to set your house on fire.
Well, that's pretty awesome. It makes them pop even more, and of course, now you can blend how much of that you want in the record. So let's see if we can maybe bring those vocals gently down and see what happens when we just listen to the rest of the stuff, but processing only on vocals.
You did me dirty for the very last time. I'm done cleaning up all of your lies. Called up my girls to ask what I should do to get over you. Carrie told me I could size your ties. Miranda said to set your house on fire. You did me dirty for the very last time. I'm done cleaning up all of your lies. Called up my girls to ask what I should do to get over you. Carrie told me I could size your ties. Miranda said to set your house on fire.
They almost disappear when it's actually not happening, when the plugin is not working. And yeah, someone may say, yeah, but you're overdoing it and using it too much. Hey man, like you can use it however you want. I personally like to hear what it does. This is the first reason why I'm actually using it. And these days, most of the records, with so many records being released on a daily basis, there must be a reason, there must be a way that you have to pursue and make them stand out. If you don't have access to a studio with thousands of dollars of gear, but you're working out of your small home setup, that doesn't mean that you cannot put out great records. You absolutely can.
All right, so one of the other cool things about adding this solo function, and this is something that initially I hadn't thought of, but while making presets dawned on me, is that presets can be saved with solo active, which means you're only hearing the saturation. So what I've done is I've actually gone through and created presets that have effects in the name. And what that means is that the solo will be on and everything else is turned down. So what it allows you to do is use the HG2MS essentially as a set of filters. Rather than just filtering the saturation, you can filter the whole signal now, and you can automate that in cool ways. So let me show you what I'm doing with that. You can, of course, do that with high pass as well. With your band pass and with any of the filters. With full control of the cue. And of course, all that's fully automatable. So what's great about that is that it's not just a set of filters, but it's the saturation section. So you're getting this really cool saturated tube automatable filter. And so it's great for swells, for builds, especially for electronic music and for breakdowns, things like that, or just creating effects. So it's a whole new way to use the HG2 in a creative way, rather than just enhancing, a signal or enhancing your mix. And I'll show you an example of how I use that in this mix. So Alex had created a really cool vocal effect for one section here. It sounds like this. So obviously it's heavily processed and filtered, and so I actually recreated that with the HG2 to recreate that with saturation. So here's what the original sounded like with no processing. So I was actually able to create that filtered sort of telephony effect that was also saturated to give it this really cool vibe just using the HG2.
So after I found some one-shots that I liked and a few loops, I put the drum arrangement together, bounced it to audio, and found this preset called Pirated on the Lo-Fi-AF plugin. Check this out. So cool. Instant nostalgia of tracks being ripped in the early 2000s. I also love how it just shaped the top end, and it also made all the transients feel a little bit more urgent.
It isn't white or black, there's more than that. I'll fight to tell the truth, it isn't wicked.
Okay, fight to tell the truth. Okay, listen to that. She's going up in a head voice and getting very bright and very airy. And it's very cool, very, very hip.
I'll fight to tell the truth, it isn't wicked.
Okay, you can hear the compression doing what it does, but you don't hear the tone change.
I'll fight to tell the truth, it isn't.
Okay, now here, let's listen to it with this setting instead, and you'll see I have the aging turned up, and you'll hear on Fight to Tell the Truth that the tone changes, and the high end, that high frequency air it's just not making it through the circuit.
There's more than that. I'll fight to tell the truth, it isn't.
You hear how the more the circuit is being engaged, the more mid-range focused we are, and it's not as airy. Okay, so that is how this circuit works, and that's how to use it to our advantage. We want to get something a little more vintage or warmer sounding, and when the compressor's really kicking in.
I'll fight to tell the truth, it isn't wicked.
Did you hear the difference?
I'll fight to tell the truth, it isn't.
Versus?
I'll fight to tell the truth, it isn't.
In the comments below, let us know your personal dynamics and color tricks. Which tricks have helped improve your mixes the most? To check out the plugins in this video, start a free Mega Plan trial using the link below. This will give you access to all of Plugin Alliance's products for 30 days. If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more tips and tricks like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.